Hey everybody, my name is Brandon, aka the BrandoCritic. Thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. I'm sending you all positive vibes your way, and I'm going to be watching V For Vendetta for the very first time. Now, recently I did a poll on my community page on YouTube, asking you guys if you guys wanted to see a Blade reaction, which I already did, or a V For Vendetta reaction. I thought Blade was winning, so I decided to watch Blade, and then I checked the actual results in the morning. V For Vendetta had more votes, so V For Vendetta is up next. Now, I don't know anything about this movie, other than it has Hugo Weaving, Natalie Portman, and I believe it's about some, like, futuristic London dystopian government, I think. I'm not too sure about that. And I believe it's by the second unit director from The Matrix, and this was his first role, or his first role as director, I should say. And I'm looking forward to it because I know that this movie has a huge following. This was a copy given to me from Movies in Canada, my movie partners, my business partners, I should say. And I'm looking forward to it. This is my last 4K movie that I've yet to see. So I'm looking forward to finally scratching this one off the list and giving this one a try. So if you guys want to see more reaction videos just like this, then definitely hit like and subscribe. I really do appreciate all the support. And of course, if you want to see any other movie reactions, leave those suggestions down in the comment section down below. I respond to every single comment. And now let's watch V For Vendetta for the very first time. Okay, I did not actually know that this was a DC comic, so interesting. I had no idea. And already this looks like a World War II propaganda film, and I love when films take advantage of that kind of style, so I'm excited. I have no idea what I'm in for, but I am looking forward to it.
I know his name was Guy Fawkes, and I know in 1605 he attempted to blow up the Houses of Parliament.
I learned that on the tour in England, close to Big Ben.
Ideas do not bleed. They do not feel pain. They do not love.
That is a very DC idea, right? Batman, he's a symbol, he's an idea, right? V For Vendetta. Already this has like a Mask of Zorro vibe as well.
With me? Who's bloody with me?
Did you like that? USA, ulcered sphincter of R. Serica.
That's a good one. Sorry, Americans, don't take that too personally.
Through unity. Unity through faith. I'm a God-fearing Englishman, and I'm goddamn proud of it.
Contradict yourself there by saying goddamn when you're talking about, you know, the Almighty.
Sick uncle, is it? What do you think on that, Willie?
It's a load of bollocks, what I think.
I made a mistake. I shouldn't be out after curfew. I know that.
I don't know if I buy her accent. I don't know. I gotta listen to it a bit more.
Disdaining fortune with his burnished steel, which smoked with bloody execution.
We're fingermen, pal.
Yeah, this is giving me serious Mask of Zorro vibes.
Visage and pious action, we do sugar o'er the devil himself.
What's that mean?
Spare the rod.
Oh, God. Yeah, I don't want to know what he... I have an idea of what he just did.
Villain by the vicissitudes of fate. This visage, no mere veneer of vanity, is a vestige of the vox populi, now vacant.
Oh, the alliteration is driving me nuts.
Ever seen, and afterwards you'll return home safely.
Alright.
Man, this kind of reminds me of Pokemon. The guy can only say his name, V, all the V words, and Natalie Portman's name is Eevee.
Look outside, Mummy. They're playing music.
So I'm curious, does this movie just take place in one day? I don't know, let's see. Oh, booyah!
That happened. Gentlemen, I want this terrorist found, and I want him to understand what terror really means.
It's interesting to see how England would work as a fascist dictatorship, you know, banning songs right away, you know, having all the networks spin every single story. Yeah, it's scary to think how many governments have that kind of power and what they could do with it.
Parliament. It's not too late. He's still got another 16 hours. Maybe he's just getting started.
Yeah, maybe it is just all in one day. I like those kind of movies. Training Day, one of my all-time favorites.
I love it. A cow getting crucified. It's hysterical.
Ah, Stephen Fry, one of my favorite Brits. You know, another movie I've not seen yet is Black Swan. So if you guys want to see a reaction video to that, let me know.
This is not a drill. Will all personnel evacuate the building?
Yeah, for V, I guess he has to go after the news, right? The propaganda machine is his next target.
Dad, what's wrong with the telly?
I see that guy, I guess the leader of the country, his portraits on all the walls, right? It's very Hitler.
The enunciation of truth. And the truth is, there is something terribly wrong with this country, isn't there?
Yeah, words are very powerful. That's why a lot of people want to try to control it, because that's how you control people.
And together we shall give them a 5th of November that shall never, ever be forgot.
Man, he definitely has his way with words. It's very inspiring. Like, I have to listen to him. Like, my attention's just right there when he's talking. It's great. Extremely, extremely well spoken. The mask looks cool, but his haircut, like just that flat, I don't know. Could have been better. And I don't know if that's comic book accurate or anything like that. Whatever. I'm just saying what I think.
He's a terrorist. You can't expect him to act like you or me. Some part of him's human.
Yeah, all of them's human. But it is interesting to see how the news can just, you know, change the story like that for their own personal gain, or to make them look like the good guy, make them look like the victims.
I maced that detective. Why'd I do that?
You did what you thought was right.
Oh no, I shouldn't have done that. I must have been out of my mind.
Or is that what you...
Oh, that accent. It's good some parts, and some parts it's like, ugh. Like that one, I don't know.
Anything else on the parents? Yeah, it ain't good.
I'm thinking maybe Keira Knightley was busy filming Parts of the Caribbean when this movie was made. But, I mean, you could have gotten her for the same part, right? Oh, God, his hands. Ah. There's a story there, I know it.
I've had real butter since I was a little girl. Where'd you get it?
Government supply train on its way to China.
Man, haven't had butter since a little girl. Wow.
But every time I've seen this world change, it's always been for the worse.
I tell you what I know. I know this is not.
That was definitely the idea of some certain people on a certain day in American history. I do not want to mention what day it is, but you know what I'm talking about.
I'll tell you what I wish. I wish I'd been there. I wish I'd had the chance for a face-to-face. Just one chance.
Oh man, that shower looks awesome. As a 6'8" guy myself, being in showers that fit, it's kind of hard to do.
Spouting their message of hate, a delusional and aberrant voice, delivering a terrorist ultimatum. An ultimatum.
Man, how full of yourself do you have to be to watch yourself on TV in a shower? You know what I mean?
Good guys win, bad guys lose. And as always, England prevails.
Oh, nice shot.
You. It is you, the ghost of Christmas past.
There's a story there too. Now I'm very intrigued. I like this movie so far, I will say.
And at his office, where he often worked long hours after everyone else had gone home. Lewis, you will be sorely missed.
Yeah, bullshit.
This is a matter of some urgency, Major. We need to know if there was anything different about this facility.
I'm sorry, Inspector, I simply cannot recall.
Was there a...
Oh, I hate that. Just fucking tell them. And I get it, military covering things up, but they're all on the same side, right? Right? Right?
Lies to tell the truth while politicians use them to cover the truth up.
A man after my own heart.
You always tell me.
I like that. That's actually a good way to think about it.
Thing I can do to help make it right. Please let me know.
If you wish.
I'm not a fan of Natalie Portman in this movie. I just realized that. Sorry, guys.
Really?
Yeah, Father Lilliman.
Lilliman?
He's paid almost 200 grand a month.
Wow. Now that's a salary.
Oh, I trust.
That is for your grace to decide.
Huh. Yeah. Leave religion at the door. Oh boy.
We don't have much time and I have to tell you something.
A confession. I love the confessional game.
Ugh. Oh god.
I hope the rest of you is just as interesting.
No, please, you have to believe me.
Oh, I do. Now let me show you the firmness of my beliefs.
Oh, that's disgusting. The firmness of my beliefs. Good one, bud.
This is Surveillance 109. We have an emergency.
Yep, go after the religious leader, the pedophile religious leader.
What does that mean?
Terrorist seems to have a rather intimate understanding of our system. The Chancellor suspects there might be an informer.
Gotcha. Yeah, makes sense. There could be a mole.
You trusted me. It would be terrible manners for me not to trust you.
Oh, very nice. I love secret entrances in houses. As a kid, always wanted one. So, one day.
Because in this world, if I were to invite who I desired, I would undoubtedly find myself without a home, let alone a television show.
So he's gay, basically. You can't really say it, though, in this movie, because, oh no, but we get it.
Coroner? Yep. Jesus, I just saw her.
Yeah, well, she's dead. And V is right in the shadow, right?
It's you, isn't it? You've come to kill me.
There you go. Yes.
Is there any pain?
I'll slice your fucking head off anyway.
A willful act of treason. Is that understood, Mr. Finch?
Yes, sir.
You would do well, Inspector, to put it out of your mind.
Yeah, his voice is very authoritative. You know, Chancellor Sutler. You know, and he's very, very big too, of course. Showcasing that he's got a lot of power, right? You don't actually see him. You see a picture of him projected really large. Subtle filmmaking tricks. I like it.
I have to admit that I'm pathetic. They never look you in the eye. I find myself hating them.
There you go. Mass genocide. Just like Nazi Germany.
Whoever he was, he is now the key to our dream, and the hope that all of this will not have been in vain.
Oh, gotcha. V, 5, Roman numerals. I didn't even get that.
Do you really want to know?
Yeah, like what would you do at that point if they were guilty? It's like, who would you go to? You're kind of screwed, aren't you?
Chancellor, arrests are as high as they've been since the Reclamation.
I want more than arrests. I want results.
That's Ollivander from Harry Potter. I recognize the voice. I was thinking, like, who is that guy? Like, I've heard that voice before. It's definitely Ollivander. That's crazy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, relax. Just relax. Bunch of shotguns faced at the audience.
The terrorist! The terrorist!
Pulling a page out of the Captain America First Avenger silliness. Oh god.
Gordon?
Oh, like clockwork.
Is cooperate. Process her.
I just hear the Newt Gunray and Phantom Menace process them. I guess that this was the movie that how she lost all of her hair. See, like, here she's giving a good performance, but I don't know, just like in the beginning when she's talking with V with her accent, I'm like, I don't know, I don't buy it.
And our place always smelt of roses. Those were the best years of my life.
Okay, those roses have to be connected with V somehow.
America's my heart. I love you. Valerie.
Don't really know what to make of that just yet. I'll have to sit on that.
Look, all they want is one little piece of information. Just give them something, anything.
Oh, that's V. I know that voice.
Then you have no fear anymore. You're completely free.
Oh yeah, she knows too. So did V just like create this all for her? Like just so that she can be free of her worries or something? I don't know. Again, I gotta sit on it. It's probably a movie I gotta think about for a while, folks. Okay, now I'm really confused.
I hate you.
That's it! See, at first, I thought it was hate too. Hate was all I knew. It built my world, imprisoned me, taught me how to eat, how to drink, how to breathe.
Yeah, this guy's a psychopath.
Listen to me, Evie.
So did he make up Valerie? He must have.
Gave them what they wanted. You told them you'd rather die. You faced your death, Evie. You were calm.
Okay, Natalie Portman's good here. I will admit, she's giving a good performance here. Really well done. Out of prison, out of torture, there's rain. Is she gonna do the Shawshank Redemption moment? You know what I mean? Oh, so he was born in fire, she was born in the water, in the rain. And there you go, there's your Shawshank Redemption moment.
Didn't seem right knowing you wrote it.
I didn't.
What?
May I show you something before you go?
Well then, who did? I guess it's an actress that he liked a lot.
And how close we are to chaos. I want everyone to remember why they need us.
He's got a great voice for a dictator. It's really, really powerful.
We're not wired.
I'm sorry, but a man in my position survives by taking...
Oh, another one of V's disguises, I guess.
You can, and then imagine that you and you alone have the cure. But if your ultimate goal is power, how best to use such a weapon?
Oh boy, this is like almost too current. Great.
Why didn't you come forward before? What were you waiting for?
Well, for you, Inspector.
Yeah. I love moments like that in movies where it just like all comes together, like the villain's master plan and how everything is done. I mean, I love it. And it's very similar to how a lot of dictatorships rise.
City's gone mad.
This is exactly what he wants.
What?
Anarchy in the UK!
Chaos.
DC Comics, Joker, Chaos, Anarchy. It all kind of lines up, right?
It was like a perfect pattern laid out in front of me.
Everything that's going to happen. Did we just see the end? Did they just spoil it for us?
And when they do, things will turn nasty.
Wait, did that actually happen?
What he needs to do is keep his word. And then
let the dominoes fall. It's a cool shot for sure, but does it serve much purpose? Wow. It's a lot of firepower.
Kept my side of the bargain, but have you kept yours?
Bring him down.
Tonight, we must remain steadfast. We must remain determined.
Oh yeah, look at that. No one's inside watching the TV.
And it will be without mercy.
Oh, no. At last.
For the things you might have done, and for the only thing you have left.
Goodbye, Chancellor.
Huh. Interesting.
Kill him.
So yeah, they did show us the ending already. Okay, so how did he survive that then? Oh god, Jesus. Very stylistic action, I like it. Oh, fuck, headshot. Nice.
This mask, there is an idea, Mr. Creedy. And ideas are bulletproof.
Okay, but how did he actually survive it? You know, come on. Must be the best bulletproof vests in the world. Oh, they're gonna send him off in the tube then, hey? What a send-off. That's a cool shot.
You like music, Mr. Finch?
Oh, here we go. Here come the fireworks. What an ending. What an ending. So will this now be called New England? Right? Oh. Those people are all alive. What? There we go. V for Vendetta. Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed that. So, like Blade, I'm gonna go to bed because it's late. I will be back in the morning and give you my thoughts, so stay tuned. So that was V for Vendetta, and I really enjoyed that. It was funny, I didn't actually know that this was based on a DC comic, so the first reaction video I did last week was Blade, a Marvel comic, and now we're doing V for Vendetta, a DC comic, or a graphic novel. I actually don't know which one it is. Let me know if it's worth reading, right? I know I have a lot on my plate, but hey, if it's a really good read, then I'll get it on my to-do list eventually, right? But, you know, I enjoyed this movie because I'm a fan of politics, I'm a fan of history, and seeing this alternate history in England is really fascinating. And, you know, I went to London a couple years ago, I really loved it, I fell in love with the history of it. And seeing it in this new dystopian future with dictatorship, with John Hurt as the Chancellor, yeah, I had to look up his name afterwards because I'm like, that's Ollivander from from Harry Potter, right? Have a Star Wars poster in the background, and I'm like, oh yeah, of course. But regardless, John Hurt as the Chancellor, I thought he did a great job. He was very authoritative. The British accent is just, you know, maybe from Canadians and Americans, it sounds a lot more authoritative and it sounds more proper, right? Because they're the heartland, right? That's where the original English language came from, right? But seeing just this alternate history was very unique, and it was very interesting to see. And of course, you know, you can see how they use the news and the propaganda to, you know, skew the stories. And of course that, you know, with right now in the world where it's like, who do you trust? You know, you won't get into that. Or I won't get into that, but you know what I mean, right? It's a touchy subject. But, you know, Hugo Weaving, I will talk about him. He has a great voice. He's very stoic with just the way that he speaks and his voice. It's very commanding. You know, just every single time that he's on screen, I just listen very intently. You know, he's great. And you have Natalie Portman. I will admit, Natalie Portman, most of her performances, I'm like, again, I haven't seen Black Swan. But, you know, there's parts in this movie where she does a great job, right? There's some other parts where I'm like, you are extremely stale. And that accent, I'm like, I don't buy it. You know, I know it's better than mine, but, you know, as a professional actor, you know, I made the joke where it's like, why couldn't you get Keira Knightley? She was probably filming Pirates of the Caribbean at this time, you know, 2006, right? But, you know, she did an okay job in the movie, right? She's a superstar, right? She's a Hollywood star, so of course she did an okay job, but the accent was like, ugh, I don't know about that. So the pacing, though, for the most part, I thought was really great. You know, the first hour, I'm like, man, I'm really engaged in this movie. And then, of course, we get to the prison set pieces. And I'm like, you know, I understand why V is doing this for Evie, right? But, you know, I don't know. It just seems a little weird how it was basically just like a loyalty thing, you know, to test her loyalty and to make her not afraid of death. I don't know. I understand that that's her arc, because if you look at Natalie Portman in the beginning and at the end, you know, Evie's character, that's basically her arc, right? That's her big change. But I don't know. It just seemed a little odd. And I understand why they did it. I understand the story elements that they're trying to go for, and what a lot of people would agree that they succeeded. And I think they did too. It's just, I don't know. If my best friend kidnapped me to try to make me learn a point, you know what I mean? It's a little touchy there. But, you know, Finch, the detective, I have some notes right here. That's why I'm looking at them. He's another great character, too, because he's a character who is all about the truth. And he starts to discover, you know, maybe our government is lying to us. And you see the change of allegiance. And even at the end, when he finds Evie in the tube station, he's just like, no, put your hand away from that lever. But then he's like, you know what? No, you're right. So this whole movie is about finding the truth. And, you know, not listening to the news, or not listening to the government, not listening to your friends, not listening to your colleagues. Just, it doesn't matter what they think. What matters is what's true. And there's the one truth, right? So I think that this film has a really good message, and I really enjoyed it. And it was thought-provoking. It was engaging. You know, it had some action sequences that were really cool, but they weren't the main focus of the movie. Like, I wouldn't consider this an action film. Like, I wouldn't say, like, oh, you gotta see V for Vendetta on the big screen because it's so action-packed and there's these big explosions and everything. Like, there are some explosions in here, of course, at the end. Big Ben, of course. But, you know, I think that this movie really works because of its thought-provoking messages and, you know, just seeing England in this dystopian future. And it's really smart. And I really enjoyed that because, you know, I like to think about things during a movie. I don't like to just turn off my brain. I feel like I've done that so often with so many different blockbusters these days. So I like a movie that can make me think a little bit. So I'm going to give V for Vendetta a 4 out of 5. And of course, guys, let me know what other movies you'd like to see me react to. Leave those suggestions down below. I react to every single comment, or I respond to every single comment. I don't film myself reacting. That'd be a whole other video. But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for your support, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.